The most dangerous thing in this room wasn't the assassin. It was the glass wall he forgot was transparent. Agent 47.2, yes, 47.2, like a software update nobody asked for, flattened his face against the sleek pane, squinting through a ragged, hand-drilled hole the size of a dime. He wore a tactical turtleneck like it granted him stealth powers. In his head, he wasn't a guy named Gary sweating in an office corridor. He was a legend, a ghost, the night. He inhaled like the air itself was classified information, then whispered into his wrist with the gravitas of a man narrating his own action trailer. "Target is stationary," he murmured. "Reconnaissance is absolute. I am the night." He paused, as if waiting for dramatic music. What he didn't notice, because his entire identity was currently trapped inside that 1-inch hole, was that the target, Sarah, sat 3 feet away on the other side of the perfectly clear glass, staring straight at his midsection with the exhausted patience of someone watching a raccoon try to break into a vending machine. She blinked once, then sighed, then tapped the glass. Tap, tap, tap. Gary froze so hard he practically fossilized. "Contact," he hissed into his wrist. "Target is attempting to communicate with the wall. She suspects nothing." Sarah leaned closer, eyes narrowing like a detective evaluating the world's least convincing disguise. "I can see your belt buckle, Gary," she said, perfectly calm. "And your left ear. The wall is glass. Why are you breathing on it?" He didn't answer. He couldn't. Not as Gary. So Agent 47.2 pivoted, mentally, into his professional persona. The one he'd built from binge-watching stealth games and mistaking dramatic silence for competence. "Target is using advanced psychological warfare," he announced, still speaking to his wrist like it was a mission control center. "Initiating statue protocol. If I do not blink, I am a decorative lamp." Sarah stared at him for a long beat, then glanced down. "You're literally holding a folder that says top secret upside down," she said. "Also, the door is unlocked. You could just come in." Agent 47.2 tightened his grip on the folder like it was the nuclear codes. His eyes flicked once, just once, to the handle. It was right there. A normal handle, on a normal door, leading into a normal room. But his brain couldn't accept normal, not when he'd committed to elite operative. Because in his mind, he wasn't Gary from accounting trying to gather intel about a team meeting. He was Agent 47. The iconic, genetically engineered assassin from IO Interactive's Hitman series. The one introduced back in 2000 in Hitman, codename 47. The one with the barcode tattoo and the black suit and red tie, built like a product, marketed like a myth. A character so famous he gets mentioned alongside gaming icons like Solid Snake and Lara Croft. Except Agent 47 is terrifying because he's calm, precise, methodical. A professional who treats missions like chess. The Hitman games are famous for rewarding planning and creativity, multiple paths, environmental interactions, strategy over spray-and-pray chaos. Agent 47 doesn't drill holes in glass and call it invisibility. Gary did. And here's the best part. Sarah didn't scream. She didn't call security. She didn't hit the panic button. She smiled. Then she pulled out her phone. The lens clicked open. The little red live icon appeared like a death mark. Only this one killed dignity. She aimed it straight at his fogged-up section of glass and said brightly to the internet, "Hey guys, you have to see this. There's a master spy outside my office who thinks he's a ghost because he found a hole in a window." Agent 47.2 flinched like he'd taken a bullet. Sarah panned the camera down. "Should I tell him his tactical boots are squeaking?" she asked her viewers. "Or just let him infiltrate the potted plant next?" Comments started exploding across her screen. Laughter emojis, skulls, NPC behavior, discount hitman, Agent 0.47. Gary, still locked in statue protocol, tried to regain control with one final whisper into his wrist. "Mission status? Compromised," he muttered. "Envy has deployed. Social amplification." Sarah tilted her head. "Are you seriously narrating your own failure?" He remained motionless, eyes wide, as if stillness could reverse time. Sarah tapped the glass again, kinder this time, like she was talking to a confused museum exhibit. "Gary," she said, lowering her phone just enough to meet his eyes. "If you want to talk, just come in. You don't need a hole. You don't need a costume. You don't need a secret folder. You need a door. And maybe a shred of self-awareness." And that's the lesson, delivered with crystal clarity, literally. If you're spying through a hole in a glass wall, the only person you've successfully hidden from is yourself. So here's your mission, Agent. Stop trying to look invisible and start trying to be effective. Drop the theatrics. Use the door. Say what you mean. Ask for what you want. Because confidence isn't pretending you're the knight. Confidence is walking into the room and owning the conversation.